It began with the article about the birds, the 2.9 billion missing North American birds, the 2.9 billion birds that disappeared, and no one noticed. The sparrows, blackbirds, and swallows who didn't make it, who were never born, who stopped flying or singing or making their most ingenious nests, who didn't perch or peck their gentle beaks into moist black earth. It began with the birds. Hadn't we even commented in June, Celeste and I, that they were hardly here? A kind of eerie quiet had descended, but later they came back. The swarms of barn swallows and the huge ravens landing on the gravel one by one. I knew it was after hearing about the birds. That afternoon I crashed my bike. Suddenly falling, unable to prevent the catastrophe ahead, unable to find the brakes or make them work, unable to stop the falling. I fell and spun and realized I had already been falling, that we have been falling, all of us, and crows and conifers and ice caps and expectations, falling, and I wanted to keep falling. I didn't want to be here to witness everything falling, missing, bleaching, burning, drying, disappearing, choking, never blooming. I didn't want to live without the birds or bees and sparkling flies that light the summer nights. I didn't want to live with hunger that turned us feral or desperation that gave us claws. I wanted to fall and fall into the deepest, darkest ground and be finally still and buried there. But, Mother, you had other plans. The bike landed in grass and dirt, and bang! I was 10 years old, fallen in the road, my knees scraped and bloody. And I realized that even then, nature was something foreign and cruel, something that could and would hurt me, because everything I had ever known or loved that was grand and powerful and beautiful became foreign and cruel and eventually hurt me. Even then I had already been exiled, or so I felt, forever cast out of the forest. I belonged with the broken, the contaminated, the dead. Maybe it was the sharp pain in my knee and elbow, or the dirt embedded in my new jacket. Maybe it was the shock or the realization that death was preferable to the thick tar of grief coagulated in my chest. Or maybe it was just the lonely rattling of the spokes of the bicycle wheel still spinning without me. Whatever it was, it broke. It broke. I heard the howling.